Hello, I'm going to read a poem about coming to Spain. It's called He Goes to Spain. He ran off to sunny Spain one day. All who knew him said he planned to stay, and those who only thought they knew him had the feeling it was just an old man's whim. The dogs were barking in the chilly street at dawn, and by the time they stopped, he'd pulled up stakes and gone. Some said he didn't know what he was doing. His health was bad, his mind was going. On Sunday, as the church bells pealed, many people said he'll come back on Monday, and the song played in the steeple. On Monday, he was coming home on Tuesday, but Tuesday came and went. By Friday, hardly any spoke his name. In as many years, he was forgotten, presumed to be deceased, and 1,000,000 notes from 1,000 songs had been released. Now in the street the mongrel dogs no longer barked. The steeple's bells had long been silenced, and the pressing of time was no longer marked. Finally, all the people who remembered the man who had gone to Spain slept long and deep under the autumn's unrepentant rain. Still, if one walked in a certain park in Spain, he would see in a sunny place an old man snoring quietly, but turning up the volume of the smile on his face. This next poem is called The Futility of Living versus the Cost-Effectiveness of Dying. I am he who. Here it goes. I am he who turned heel on the threshold of his dream, and am no longer the man I was. I am he who abandoned the latitude of known things to inhabit the longitude of suspected ones. The once provincial highway appears now a portal to all manner of art, literature, actual art, and picture frames. Intoxicating as it was, no two people were so self-possessed as to give me them, if indeed they had been blessed with names. Dios bendito este hogar. There was no one in the basilica when I left, only a priest or two and a few monks and such. Not one of the priests or monks would let go of the time of day, not for me anyway. So I walked off in a huff, leaving latitude and longitude to their own devices. That is, supplicating with their hands and ultimately sucking up Slurpees and shockingly orgasmic lemon ices. Not much of a legacy to leave, I know, but when I walked by the soda shop and saw them at the lemon ice bar like pigs at a trough, I thought to myself, enough. I closed the door quietly behind me when I left, and without equivocation headed west. Ite missa est. And this next one is called Leviticus. If it were not false, and I would, let me start again. It's called Leviticus. If it were not false, I would think you were a god of some immortal mold. If I were not wicked, and I would sink to my knees and offer gifts of gold. Were the fountain not in sight, and I less sure of the promised view and grace, I would throw my treasures on the fire whereby to smelt the idol that would bear your face. If it were not denied, I would bow in your chancel low on bended knee, like those who fall beneath the yellow cow, and bits of angry clay would rain on me. If earlier commandments were not true, and Moses approved, my God would be you. Thank you.